You know, I can't help but feel very grateful to a large majority of you guys who view every single video that we've been posting on this channel. So, I just want to say thank you guys so very much from the bottom of my heart. It really means a lot and it helps a ton. Now, let's go ahead and get ready for today's race. We're going to Talladega for the Alabama 500. And prior to the race, I just want to go ahead and give you guys a quick little rundown of who's the points leader. Spoiler, it's us. We're the points leader. Over Clint Boyer, Dale Jr., Tony Stewart, Greg Biffle, Matt Kenseth, Kurt Busch, sorry. Kyle's further down the standings. JJ Gailey, Jimmy Johnson, and Jeff Burton. Those are your top 10. And we're going to Talladega, another super speedway, because we did do Tiburon a few days ago, or, a few episodes back. We did Tiburon, and now we're doing Talladega. So I'm expecting things to be, oh boy, I'm expecting things to not go well for us. Honestly, that's my literal expectation, is that things are not going to go well. We have quite a few rivals. We did win a race, but then Robbie Gordon won a race. We got a couple of speedways coming up, and then we go right to another road course. I don't know about you guys, but I am definitely concerned because we are running out of stuff in our garage to use. I'm gonna go ahead and repair that generic engine because we're going to be using it at Sawmill. So we need that push. We need a push for the championship to build some momentum so we can get into the chase and be okay. You know what I'm saying? That's my biggest concern. We're going to go with our super speedway stuff, which is our super speedway chassis, engine, and body. The downside is that they did take a little bit of condition loss from the last super speedway event. So rather than being a 69, we got a 68 rated car. So let's head on to Alabama and probably the scariest track of the entire season. All right, guys, here we go. I kind of forgot that Talladega was a night race this time. I don't know why NASCAR put us at a night race. I'm glad that they put up these beautiful looking, light poles all over the track. I mean, there's a lot of light. No way to say that you couldn't see anybody out here, especially because we're driving the black Mobile 1 Honda Civic Type R. But I'm going to go ahead and make the laps, and I guess I'll let you guys know when I'm done.
Welcome to NASCAR's most competitive track, Talladega Superspeedway, for today's race. This is Joe Moore along with Barney Hall, ready to bring you all the action on behalf of MRN and EA Sports. The Coca-Cola car has been absolutely amazing in qualifying on these superspeedways this year.
All right, guys, here we go. Green flag is out. I've got Elliott Sadler ahead of me in the BMW, so BMW gets another pole this season. David Reagan in second, Reed Sorensen, and Kevin Harvick, defending series champion, up near here. Jimmy is all the way back in 31st. Joe is all the way down in 36th, and Steven W1323 is in 22nd. Just in case you guys were wondering about them. Sterling Marlin started on my outside, so he had a really good qualifying effort. And now I'm just going to kind of focus in on just drafting with some people here and seeing what we can do. I don't think there's going to be much that I need to worry about. We got 37 laps. That's partially why I didn't want to continue on to get that pole, because then I would have needed to have dropped back in the field. And I just might drop back just because at this point. We'll see what we need to do, because we've already saw what happened when we were at Sonoma. We had a very dumb caution occur that really just broke everything up. Got robbed. I got robbed at a road course. I got robbed at Tiburon. It'd be something if I get robbed here in Talladega. That'd be crazy. That'd be diabolical level work. I should have won Sonoma.
Number 25, up high. Okay, we lost a spot. Clear all around.
I'm not actually full throttle right now either.
Number 6 is outside. The 6 car is still there.
Yeah, I think it's okay for me to just drop back a little bit. I don't really want to stick around near the front. I just kind of want to be middle of the pack. I actually want to go get Jimmy and see if I can help him come to the front. He's down in 31st right now, so helping my teammate out actually seems to be the main thing I want to do. So I actually am going to drop back because I need to help Jimmy get towards the front. Otherwise, he's just going to get buried the entire day, and I don't want that.
3 wide.
Jimmy's going to be on my outside here now.
Hold it steady. 3 wide.
That's what I'm talking about. Perfect execution. Perfect execution.
You're clear.
I moved Kyle Busch up the track so I can get behind Jimmy directly, but we're already halfway on fuel, 4 laps in, and that now means I'm going to be worried about fuel mileage all day, it seems like. So I'll work with Jimmy here, and we'll just see if we can kind of work our way towards the front. We'll see what Jimmy decides to do, actually. I can't really force the AI car or my AI teammate to do something.
One car that's got to run on you.
So we'll see what he does, but I've already pushed him up to 26th as he passes Brian Vickers, another Honda.
The 83 car is outside. Number 83 is still there. Be patient. The 83 car is still there. We drop back a spot. Let's push it. Clear.
Oh my gosh. People are pitting now? Really? This is early. Okay. Well, I guess I won't be helping Jimmy, guys. Jimmy's pit crew, Digicam Creeper, decided to bring him in. All right. Not a time I would have done it. I would have tried to run as long as I can to see where we can go and then go from there. But maybe Digi knows something I don't know. Maybe there's a caution that's going to be impending here.
Still there. Nice pass.
So in order not to lose any more positions, I'll just work with Brian Vickers for a while until Vickers decides to come down pit road. Really early though. Lap 5, a pit stop.
Getting low on fuel.
So we have to pit this time. If I don't pit, we're gonna probably run out of fuel.
He's not racing you as hard as he could. All right, buddy. We're in second. Don't be surprised if
I did not mean to run into Jimmy that hard. I didn't expect there to be such a mass checkup, but you know what? Fine.
clear all around.
That worked. Whoops. I'll make sure I work with Jimmy a little bit here in the race. But shame for David Strimmy. Saw him blowing up as he was coming down pit road. So we'll do 4 tires and fuel. I don't see a need to do the two tire strat now that we've gotten better cars. So we'll go ahead and go for the 4 and fuel and see what comes up of that. I mean, impressive that we actually got on pit road without too much of a problem. But 7 laps seems to be about the average. So we'll be taking quite a few pit stops today.
Track's clear. Go ahead and merge. 87, 22. You're only 1 second behind the leader. The 2 car is outside. You're at the point. All clear, buddy.
I'm going to do it the way that iRacing does. There's a blue line going to be right about here, and now I can slowly merge back up.
Number 43, top 5.
And now we see where we cycle out because Jimmy is up to 20th with that gigantic shunt I gave him. But Steven W1323 has moved up to 17th. Joe is all the way down in 38th, though. So I think his pit crew didn't help him out too much.
All clear, buddy.
And now I'm going to go ahead and rinse and repeat. I'm going to drop back because it looks like I only got a few amount of laps to work with Jimmy. So I'm going to deliberately fall back now. I was able to catch up to Jimmy Johnson this time, and Steven actually gets loose in front of the whole field.
Get about him. Focus on the race.
So I saw Steven slowing down, and I saw him coming back down the track. I personally shouldn't have kept going. I thought there was a gap there. There was no gap there.
Okay, you've got some driving to do.
So
He has about 10 seconds on us.
and I should have laid off of Jeremy Mayfield. As pandemonium breaks out behind us, those guys are definitely damaged. Harvick is involved in that as well. And Jimmy gets out of the worst of it, so that's good. But it looks like we're going to be taking a pit stop this time. 4 tires and fuel. And it looks like we got a few cars that actually may be out of the race. Involved in that wreck seems to be Ricky Rudd, Martin Truex Jr., Brad Keselowski, David Gilliland, Kevin Harvick, Casey Mears, and J.J. Yealy. Kevin Harvick's bad season continues. I'm going to get the 4 tires and fuel and repair the damage because we actually got red on the right front quarter panel. So we actually do have aerodynamic damage now. So I'm going to go ahead and get that fixed. Not happy at all about what occurred. Really wish that the guys wouldn't have slowed up so much. They just checked up, and I probably should have checked up with them, but I thought there was going to be a gap. There wasn't. And then I hooked the 13 car and just kind of set off a whole chain reaction. So not my finest moment. Not my finest moment indeed.
Looks like we were the only car on pit road during that entire caution.
So I'm out in 31st. Jeremy Mayfield is a few cars behind me. So let me go ahead and update that. That was actually Robbie Gordon, Jeff Gordon, Jeremy Mayfield, Mark Martin also involved. So there was a considerable amount of cars involved in that wreck.
Hey, that's where the nose spot. Keep nicking.
So this does change our pit strategy up a little bit too. Damage isn't nearly as bad as it was at Tiburon. So I think we'll actually be okay if Joe can stop stomping on his brake. Oh, Carl Edwards is really damaged. Carl has like no aerodynamic support on the front of his car right now.
Couple top 5 cars are on their way into the pits.
I have a few cars on pit road, which includes Jimmy.
That pass was for position. Nice.
Yep, there's Jimmy there.
Trying to keep him behind you. The 40 car is returning to the track. He's just racing for points and ain't going to be at full speed. Look out. 54, 34. Wow.
Glad to hear David Strimmy got his engine issue fixed under caution. So he's going to come out and potentially make up to, because he's right now he's listed as 43rd. If he gets back on track safely, he could get all the way up until like 36, pending another caution for, you know, another wreck. I'm catching up to Todd Bodine, the Onion, who is driving a Honda Civic now. He was driving one earlier this season, but I'll work with another Honda driver if it means I can catch up to the field.
You're flying out there, buddy. Good job. Got one eye. Good pass. Clear all around.
Hey, man, you might be a part-timer, but you're still a Honda driver, so I'll work with you.
Fuel is at half.
I see Tony Stewart in front of Todd Bodine, and I really want to wreck Tony Stewart again. But I know I wouldn't be able to justify this one for Tony Stewart wrecking him. So, yeah. I'll keep circulating for a while. Seems like I'm going to be the only car that hasn't hit. So I'm going to see if I can latch onto the rear end here with the 82 of Scott Speed,
49, 99.
who also seems like he needs some help today. Scott got some damage. Ooh.
The 99 car. It's up high.
I think Carl Edwards has more damage than what he's let on, because he's mad slow. Like when I say slow, I pulled up going 190, and thank goodness that the auto brake still exists in NASCAR Thunder 04, because the auto brake slowed me down to 176. As I get into the back of Scott Speed, I'm gonna now island hop and go to his teammate.
Taking it easy on you. If there's anyone else, he'd be blocking. 51, 21. That's what I'm talking about. Nice lap. Okay, we're clear.
Scott Speed got damaged. I can hear his hood flapping behind me.
Car high. Clear on both sides. Car high.
Had some cars entering the track at a very awkward spot there. And it looks like David Strimmy has not officially returned to the track. He's still sitting on pit road right now, guys.
We got some cars headed down pit road.
Already got pit stops happening again. This is a very weird race. I can see it.
52.88. Attaboy. Keep it smooth, just like that. 20 more. He's taking it easy on you.
I still had Jeff Gordon, Jeremy Mayfield, Mark Martin, Bobby Labonte behind me. Like, I still had quite a few cars behind me. An awful lot of Hondas that are back here, just like puttering around at the back. I am running with 34th right now. And Carl Edwards, with all that damage, is falling off the back of the pace here. Somehow we got it woed up in time. I thought we weren't going to get it, but 4 tires and fuel. We're going to pass David Strimmy. Rinse and repeat for us right now, as we really haven't seen too much yet. I'm pretty sure we got some debris cautions coming, though. Considering what I've heard, we got some debris coming.
They're changing 4 tires. The crew telling me it'll only be a 4-tire stop.
It's going to take me a second to get up to speed. As you guys know, restrictor plate racing, you don't just get up to 180 miles an hour on the first lap out from pit road. So slowly going to get it back up to speed.
We're clear.
Jimmy has settled into like 25th. I can't really help him because we're off sequence from each other. Every time I get back there to help him, like literally the very next lap or the same lap, he's already going down pit road. So there's not much I can do with him right now. I can't help him. As the BMW of Kurt Busch is the current race leader over Denny Hamlin, Bob Labonte, Elliott Sadler. Those are your top 4. 5th is Clint Boyer. The good news for Carl Edwards is that he's still on track and he's still circulating. The bad news for Carl Edwards is that he's still on track and he's still circulating, and he seems to be the slowest car right now. Like, he's actually losing time to the guys that he's racing around, which is Brian Vickers, Scott Speed, and Justin Labonte, AJ Allmendinger. I really don't want to share draft with Clint Boyer because I just don't want to work with him like that, but seems like I have no choice. We need to chase down the top 4 because they've got a breakaway here.
49.19. Awesome lap. Let's keep working that line.
We got some cars back on pit road, which includes Jimmy Johnson yet again. So safe to say probably every 5 laps we'll see Jimmy on pit road at this point. I really don't want to work with RCR because lately RCR teams like, Dale Jr., Clint Boyer, heck, even the 31 car has been insane lately. I'm going to pit this time, actually. See if I can get on sequence or close to the sequence that these guys are on. As I get damaged by Clint Boyer. So a little bit earlier of a pit stop. I'm trying to play a little strategy game here. Let's see if the strategy works out for us. Jeff Gordon has inherited the lead with Jeremy Mayfield, Mark Martin, and Bobby Labonte. I'm sorry, Bobby Labonte's on pit road with me. It's just Jeff Gordon, Jeremy Mayfield, and Mark Martin.
4 tires. They might be making some other adjustments, but right now, 4 tires to get this.
Why is my rear deck lid open?
And back into the race.
Yep. I'm tired of this rear deck lid.
Nobody's coming. You're clear.
Actually, I beat Kurt Busch off pit road. So if I played my cards correctly with that pit stop, right? And I'm saying only if I played him correctly, I should, in theory, be 1 lap to the good on fuel. Which means I won't need an extra pit stop.
You two have been working well together lately.
Or I could just have been absolutely wrong and came in way too early and possibly screwed ourselves. But we'll have to see. We will have to see.
60, 16. Be careful. The 07 car.
As I run into the back of Clint Boyer because he checks up over Elliott Sadler doing something crazy.
That's 1 more down.
I went ahead and made the move on Clint because get him like braking because of Elliott Sadler moving down and blocking just a little bit unheard of, uncalled for, unnecessary. Got like the front nose of our car is a little bit damaged, actually more damaged than before. We've been taking hammers to it to try to keep it massaged, but definitely can tell there's a slight difference. I believe I've lost 2 miles an hour here.
50-25. We're catching them, buddy. Stay with it. Made it into the top 5. You got a good run going. All clear, buddy.
Baba Labani still has not won a regular season race yet. Before we get to the chase, he's won an exhibition race, but he's never won points paying event this season. So could see something new from him, hopefully. As Denny Hamlin is starting to look around and around the 43 car. Small note, Jimmy Johnson is up to 17th now. I don't want to help a Chevy, so I'm going to go help the other Honda Civic, which is Baba Labani's. So we've got about 10 laps to go. Actually 11, about to be 10 soon. I'm going to work with Baba Labani for a while, as we are beginning to actually, make gains on Carl Edwards, who's out in no man's land. Like, I can see the man on the track. So we are going to be a full lap short. I came down pit road 1 lap too soon.
The left rear's getting worn. Some of the leaders are coming in together.
So I'm going to play the odds.
Several cars now pull
If I can stay in the draft long enough, guys, I think personally we can probably make it to the end. We'll be out of fuel. We'll be coasting. But I think we can actually make it to the end, even with no fuel. We might be a lap short, though.
They're changing 4 tires. The crew telling me it'll only be a 4-tire stop. They're also only going to put in 1.5.
I mean, we've got wins this season. It doesn't really matter if we win or lose. We've got the points lead. Can't lose the points lead right now. According to my mathematics, anyway.
You're clear to merge. 88-92.
Is it worth playing this very dangerous game where we're going to possibly run out of fuel? Because if not, if I don't play this game, it's going to be a Jeff Gordon win. Jeff Gordon can make it to the end from here.
Got one high. Number 99 is coming high. All clear, buddy. You two have been working well together lately.
Like, Gordon would be the only person that hasn't pit. Gordon, Mark Martin, and Jeremy Mayfield. This is about to probably be either the greatest pit call ever or the dumbest.
Number 25.
But if this gets us the win, it would have been a gamble of epic proportion.
The 25 car. It's up high. Stay with it. We'll get that back.
And now, pit stops occurring out on the track. One car peels off the track and heads down pit road.
Rights only, full tank. We'll call it from here.
Long journey down to his pit stall.
Hopefully we can get a caution. If we can get a caution that brings everybody back together, that'd be great.
Down here on the far
And Barren Wasteland Falls.
going to work. Looking for any adjustments. It looks like you're only going to change 2 tires. This is a 2-tire stop. I saw him put a splash of gas in. 2 tires, a splash of gas here on the pit road. Man, the boys on the crew have been kicking themselves there. That mistake could cost them.
We're all the way down in 25th. I may have also just lost this race because of that stumble. So Baba Labani is still on track. This could be big. Baba Labani could actually get to the checkered flag from here if he doesn't pit. Then I'll look like a bigger idiot by pitting way too soon, but Bobby could win if he doesn't pit. He'll just have to stay out and hope, because he's coming to the white flag next time by.
Whoa, that was a quick lap. Clear all
I've caught back up to the 84 of Scott Speed.
The leaders are coming into pit.
Nope. Bob Labonte went down pit road.
He's not racing you as hard as he could. Got one outside.
Sorry, I said the 84 of Scott Speed. The 84 of AJ Allmendinger. White flag is out now. Jeff Gordon has taken the white flag. This is going to be a Jeff Gordon win at this rate, unless something happens. I tried to metagame it and just couldn't get the metagame right.
Got one high. Okay.
I thought for sure we were going to have some like cautions for debris.
We can pick up some more spots. Oh yeah, great pass, buddy. This is it. The fans are on their feet. The checkered flag is in the air. The race for the win is on. Who will get it? Clear.
What a horrible, horrible day for us. Bad day all around, guys. Bad day. So bad that my chair just dropped another couple of inches. Can't win them all, obviously, but can definitely finish at least in the top 5. So
Good job, everyone.
top 5. Not the type of race that we needed, though.
Not very many caution laps in this one.
Well, you're right, but that just makes for a better race, in my opinion. It really makes the better drivers stand out that much more.
The 53 car may have some friends out on the track after this one.
There's no better feeling than trusting the guys around you on the track. If you don't have to worry about the guy behind wrecking you, you can focus on the track and running quick laps.
From all of us at EA Sports and MRN, thanks for joining us for this evening's race. We'll see you next time.
I can't even say that I was robbed. I just got the strategy wrong. Coming in with Clint Boyer on lap 22, I should have came in on lap 23 or 24, and I would have actually had enough to still have been either ahead or around where Jeff Gordon was. Again, no telling. This is why you run the races flag to flag. Still a shame that we didn't come home with the big trophy. Another lost opportunity here. Oh man, these are piling up, aren't they? Oh man, I'm not having fun. Jeff Gordon wins over Jeremy Mayfield and Mark Martin. And yes, Jeremy Mayfield, the guy who I pretty much drove right through after the Steven debacle, finishes second. So giant middle finger to me for that one, huh? Mark Martin third, me fourth, Bob Labonte fifth, Denny Hamlin, Matt Kenseth, Clint Boyer, Elliott Sadler, and Kurt Busch round out your top 10. I did notice that my teammate actually rebounded and wound up finishing 15th on the lead lap. Several other drivers wound up falling a lap behind because of pit stop sequences and cycles. But I guess Digicam knew something I didn't know. That's a pit crew member or pit crew chief for Jimmy Johnson. I guess Digicam knew something I didn't know because he managed to get Jimmy back on the lead lap and a top 20, a respectable top 20, because Jimmy started back in 31st. So, 15th is not bad at all, all things considered. Going down the rest of the grid here, I'm noticing that Robbie Gordon finishing 25th. Kyle Busch started 37th, finished 27th, which is great for Kyle Busch. That's like a win unto itself. Steven finishing 30th is kind of sad because he was actually up near the top 15, and I guess a late pit stop didn't help him. Same with Joe. We did have a lot of Hondas fall behind. Carl Edwards having all that damage was very interesting to me. I don't know. I guess he was involved in that big one that we had, but the amount of speed that he didn't have on track for him to get lapped organically was unexpected. Him, AJ Allmendinger, Scott Speed all lost like a ton of speed. So I'm assuming they got that massive crash damage when the big one happened behind us. And again, my fault. I think I caused some of those problems for them. I definitely caused problems for Ricky Rudd, Martin Truex Jr., Brad Keselowski, David Gilliland, Kevin Harvick, Casey Mears, and JJ Gailey. I definitely caused that. Sorry. My bad. David Strimmy losing his engine, I had nothing to do with, though. But Yeah. We had 15 lead changes, and Bobby Labonte led the most laps to finish 5th. Jeff Gordon led the most, like more laps than I did. I led some laps. Elliott Sadler, Kurt Busch, Denny Hamlin, Clint Boyer, Kevin Harvick led a lap as well. So there you go. 15 different lead changes amongst 8 different leaders. Let's head back to Georgia and see what's next, I guess. I can't help but feel like I've been robbed in each of the last couple of episodes, and this is probably my karma for what I did to all the other drivers on the field. That's what I'm beginning to think right now. Like, this is my karma. This is what I get. We got one more race left on the skid pad before we can get the skid pad upgrade in. We're going to Homestead next, which is a speedway. I don't know when's our next super speedway. Do we have another super speedway on the calendar for a while? It doesn't seem like it, actually. Oh, yeah. It definitely doesn't seem like it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and overhaul all the super speedway stuff, get that out the way. That way we just have it ready. Actually, with the amount of racing that we're going to be doing soon, I'm going to convert some of these super speedway things to, what do we need? Because what do we got coming up? We got a heavy slate. I know we got a bunch of road courses near the tail end of the field here, or the schedule. So speedway, road course, speedway, road course, speedway, road course, short track, speedway, road course, short track, road course, speedway. Sounds to me like I'll be making a second road course chassis. That's what I'm going to do. We can leave the generic just in case we need another speedway chassis. We're going to go ahead and convert one of these over to road course. So we'll have 2 road course chassis at our disposal for the tail end of the season, which will be great, all things considered. In terms of car bodies, since we no longer need a super speedway body for now, we can get away with turning or converting one of these into a road course as well. That way we have 2 road course, or at least finally a road course specific body, which won't come until after the next road course. Whoops. But we'll have some stuff ready. This seems like a really good idea. Since we're repairing engine number 1, this will come in time for the first road course. Then we'll have a road course body after that. Plus the skid pad will be done. So I'm building towards the end of the season. That's what we're looking for. We're looking towards the end of the season here. Now, got all the extra administrative stuff out the way. I now have a 41-point gap over Clint Boyer, 60 over Dale Jr., 66 over Tony Stewart, and 87 over Matt Kenseth, who was 5th. Greg Biffle, Kurt Busch, Jeff Gordon, Jamie Johnson, and Bobby Labonte are your top 10. Yes, it looks like Jeff Gordon jumped up quite a bit with that win. I actually expected as much, so he is finally back in the top 10. He hasn't been in the top 10 in a while, so huge to see. You can tell that a win definitely helps you out, especially when you do pretty decently. A little bit more information. The manufacturer standings are still leaning towards Honda, although BMW did win the last race. They've got quite a few races to go in order to catch up with us. So that's not going to be a quick turnaround for them. That was a BMW 1-2, by the way, with Jeff Gordon, Jeremy Mayfield. And then, of course, Ford finishing second overall with Mark Martin 3rd. And then, of course, we were 4th. So the biggest loser, I think, would have been Chevy, who lost some ground to us again. But the nearest Chevy was Denny Hamlin in 6th. So insane to think about. Insane levels of work. Diabolical levels of work almost. We still got 33 drivers that have only managed to get a lap led. So we'll see what happens. Homestead, Miami is next. Talladega was a little bit more tame than I anticipated, which I guess that you can say I'm kind of glad for. I mean, at least it didn't turn into a wreck fest like Tiburon was. But I feel like I got robbed of a win again. I need to stop getting robbed of these wins, man. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Be easy, everybody.